The forces propping up Biden do not want you to know the truth, and they'll spend billions to prevent you from getting the truth. But it's not just that. Like this man, Duke Tanner, just pardoned by President Trump, who was serving a 20-year sentence for a nonviolent offense.
President Trump, I just want to thank you for giving me a second chance and believing in me and reading my petition. I'm just so thankful. It's just 20 years ago, I fought at the Trump Casino, and now you signed to give me clemency. First, I didn't know it was real until I was able to green and touch this little guy right here. I left him when he was 2 years old, President Trump. You reunited me back to my family. I lost my mother and my father, but I got him. And this is what I live for. Thank you, President Trump.
I cried when I watched that entire video. Watch it if you can. Go online and see it. Like, who among us hasn't needed a second chance in life? Biden and Obama had 8 years to get something done on criminal justice reform and give a lot of people second chances, and they didn't. And yet Joe claims that he has the patent on the decency vote.
What is on the ballot here is the character of this country. Decency, honor, respect, treating people with dignity, making sure that everyone has an even chance. And I'm going to make sure you get that. You haven't been getting it the last 4 years.
It's just so shallow. You've got to be your own news consumer. But he's right to this extent. It is on the ballot. Decency is on the ballot. And it's another argument for Trump's reelection. President Trump loves this country, and he's made enormous personal sacrifices to serve the country. And from the beginning, even before he was inaugurated, his entire family came under a sustained assault from a failed establishment on both sides of the aisle that loathes him. Now, others might have given up or just soured on politics, gone back to New York, had a good life, maybe thrown in the towel. But not him. Through it all, he's continued to celebrate the United States and its history. He's defended our monuments and our cities. He's put conservative, talented men and women on the federal bench, including soon-to-be Associate Justice Amy Coney Barrett on the Supreme Court. And anyone who claims to be pro-life and yet isn't supporting him is a complete and total phony. He's done more to promote the pro-life cause than any president in U.S. history. Now compare that to Vice President Biden, who stands with the callous butchers who profit off abortion on demand. Biden supporters include many who despise this country, who believe that our whole history, from beginning to end, is nothing more than a sorry saga of racism.
There is institutional racism in America. And we have always said, we've never lived up to it, that we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women are created equal. But guess what? We have never, ever lived up.
That was an unbelievable thing ever. Nothing we've done has even taken a step toward redeeming the sin of slavery. Nothing. Even the election of Barack Obama, I guess that didn't count either. His administration would teach our young people to hate this country, to tear down its history, to spoil our cities, and terrorize our people. Meanwhile, Biden's family, they've made a fortune out of what is supposed to be public service. If you love America, if you think our experiment in democracy is one of the greatest triumphs of the human spirit, and you reject this pay-to-play government symbolized by Biden, you must stand with President Trump. For all of us who love America and who fought as hard as we could for the middle class, this is our time. This is our chance, because never before in my lifetime have the elites gathered in such numbers or spent such money to stop a political movement. They used to mock us, but now they fear us. And they're right. They had their chance to govern this country for decades, and they blew it. So let them spend their billions on propaganda. Let them spread their lies. Let them quiver with threats and rage. We'll defy them. In the final week of